Alright guys, Kazoo71 here, back on my Scorched Earth playthrough. Last week I showed you guys I tamed a second Phoenix, and I also demonstrated what its abilities were and how to use it on console and PC. So this week I just want to show you guys a little bit of what I'm doing. I don't want to bore you guys with a bunch of building because that's just boring stuff, but I do like to show that I do the building. I do all the grinding, so collecting, harvesting things, and building myself. I don't cheat anything in. It's a slow process, but I work it. And what I'm trying to do now, I started to build a platform there that I'm facing, and I wanted to try to get it all the way across and extend it over so we can build a garden on top of the platform. Problem I'm having here is I put enough pillars to get to where I am, but I need a few more pillars. And then what I'm realizing at this point is that it's not even, because I just kind of built it in the middle of somewhere and just kind of lined it up. But I'm one of those people that's kind of like OCD when it comes to lining things up. I like things perpendicular and parallel, and I like them to meet up with each other. And then this wall on the outside is even with the rest of the wall, but it's not even with the that platform I started to build where I was going to put the garden on. So I got to actually adjust it a little bit here. And I'm trying to extend the area we have. We want to put more dinos out so we can collect more eggs and get more kibble. And to do that, I got to expand a little bit. And so what I do is I like to expand a little bit at a time. I build the wall around where I'm at. Then I build the wall, extend it a little bit, take it down, and extend it out a little bit more. It's just how I do it. Just makes it safer for me. And especially when I'm on by myself. I do have a partner that plays with me on this map, but at the time, most of this time when I'm doing this building, I'm by myself. So I like to make sure that I am safe as I do this. So just kind of showing you guys, I'm looking around trying to think of what to do, because it's not going to meet. It's not even. And like I said, they're not perpendicular perfectly or parallel perfectly on the sides, so it doesn't meet. So I got to figure this out, and I got to redo it all. So I'm just kind of showing you guys what I'm doing, laying it out. And so this wall here that I just snapped that piece down to, that foundation, that is even with the rest of the wall. So I got to make that stuff I'm facing mesh with it and kind of go even. So going forward a little bit, as you can see, I worked through the night, and here I am still trying to figure it out. So I wanted to keep this in there to show you. What I did was I made a line of the foundations where I wanted this the behemoth dino gateway to go. And then what I do is I line it out, I put the whole row in there, and then I take the foundations out where the gate's going to actually sit. I think it's 7 or 9 wide, I can't remember exactly. But I take those out, make sure they line up, and once I get them to line up, then I snap the gate in place. And I have to snap it a couple of times to get it right. But once I get it right, then it's all even and perfect, and then the gateway is on the walls or on the foundation, so it lines up kind of perfectly. It makes it look symmetrical for me. And then my OCD don't kick in and tell me, oh, that looks bad. I got to redo the whole thing. So I try to do it right the first time. So we'll go ahead and step that gateway. Now I'm using superstructures on this server, as you guys know. Superstructures and Dino Storage 2 mod. Those are the two mods I use on here. So that gateway, I just set it to auto close only. That means you have to manually open it, but it'll close behind you that way. Nothing can just accidentally walk in if you accidentally get too close to it. So I got to fix that part there where the foundations are over the water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this part down, and I'm going to reuse it because that is far enough out and no dinos can get in here. No raptors or carnos will be able to get in here. Sabers or anything that's in this area. Thorny dragons. And then just going to kind of extend it out a little bit. So like I said, I'll leave this part in there. I just want to show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm going to extend the foundation a little bit this way because that is the way that I'm going to snap the platform that's going to have the garden onto, that's going to run up to the house. Now once I meet to the base, the house part, where the actual building where we're crafting in, it's not going to mesh. I did not build it, so this is the only part of my OCD that I can't deal with, I can't fix, is I did not build that building and line up the gates to it. I should have built it and then extended it out from the building and made the gateways, but I didn't. And I'm not redoing that building. I already rebuilt that building like 3 times. I built it, I extended it, I built it some more, and I'm not doing it again. So I'm just going to have to deal with it. It's not going to mesh. It's not going to meet perfectly. I'll be fine. I'll make it work. That one part I can meet. As long as this lines up and everything on this side is symmetrical, I'm good to go. So I'm just snapping these walls in. I crafted a lot of these and also picked them up from the other side here, as you can see. Now, that gun I'm holding, that's the demo gun, and that's with Dino Storage 2 mod. I also have my pieces set. That way you can pick them up no matter how long they're down. I don't like that 30-second timer on my servers. I have them off. And by the way, if you're looking to play on a server, I do have a server on Fjordor, and I am running a Primal Fear server on Ebonus Astrium right now. Now, those are PvE servers, and the Fjordor one is going to be a permanent one. The Primal one will change. I do change that whenever now and then we do something different. But right now we're doing Primal Fear. So eventually when Ark 2 comes out, that's going to become my Ark 2 server. As long as the server host I'm using can host Ark 2, which I'm sure they will because they have tons of servers for Ark. Ark's their biggest one, the guys I use. So what I'm trying to do is snap these foundations. I want them to snap to that line of the wall that's even. And not the platform I was building on, because the platform's not even. So I got to make sure I line it up with the right one. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure there's no more of these. I had this line here. I'm going to pick these up. I was trying to line it out here and it wasn't even. So that's why I went out a little further and lined it up. And then I'm like, okay, I got to redo this. But you can see they don't meet. They're not the same. So like I said, me and my OCD, I got to redo it all. So these foundations that I already put down, I got to pick them all up, and I got to re-put those pillars down in the water. That's just how it's going to have to go. So just want to show you guys a little bit of that and show you why I do what I do. I'm going to go ahead and unload this stuff because I'm going to pick up some more. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on my wyvern here, and we are going to go in the water, and I'm going to show you guys how I did this water side. I don't think I showed this in a previous episode, but I'm just going to show you guys briefly, and then we're not going to continue on because no one wants to watch somebody build stuff. That's just boring. Unless they're doing like a live stream like that one YouTuber does. He does these fancy buildings. This isn't a fancy building. This is just me. So the wyvern can walk on this water. So what I'm doing is walking up to where these pillars are, where I snapped them all the way to the bottom, and then I'm going to pick them up. And then I'm going to reset them all down. So that's all I'm doing here, guys. We're going to go ahead and skip forward here. I just wanted to show you guys I was picking it up. So I went to the wyvern trench to take a break, look for a couple of eggs. I got a couple of low-level eggs. And as you can hear, when I get back, there's combat music going on, and I can't figure out what it is. But look at my Doedicurus. If you saw that real quick, my Doedicurus is being attacked, and I didn't even notice. So I'm just throwing these 2 eggs out, or that 1 poison egg out. That's pretty good. I'm going to use this other one for kibble because it's low level. And I'm hearing that combat music, but I'm just not seeing what's going on. So coming back in here, I'm going to dump some of my wyvern. And I should be looking now. My partner on this map, she asked me to make something to hold all the stuff for a grinder because she wants to use all this garbage we pick up and grind it later for materials. So I'm saving all that for her. I don't really like the grinder myself. I think it costs too much to make, and you don't get enough back from it. Unless you're on Genesis 2, then it's very beneficial because there's a lot of stuff. So I'm looking for what's making the noise, and I'm trying to find it. We got a heat wave going on. So probably a couple of phoenixes flying around right now, but I cannot find where that combat music is. What's attacking my wall? What's attacking me? Now, as I said, I pointed out when I first landed, something was attacking the Doedicurus, and I didn't even see it. I'm going to land again. Still not seeing it, and watch. Look at the Doedicurus. It's being attacked. I still didn't see it. So I'm thinking maybe there's a glitch going on or something. I don't know what's happening. So we'll go ahead and unload my hands while my poor Doedicurus on passive is being attacked. Because dumb me didn't know what was going on. Let me unload a little bit more here. And I gotta go find this thing. Alright. Okay. Music's still going, so something's definitely attacking, and at this point I didn't know, but then I could see my Doedicurus there, like, oh, there it is. It's a Caprasuchus. How did it get in here? There we go, 2 swipes and it's dead. It must have been really low level. It would have taken forever to kill my Doedicurus if I would have done something. Look how much health it had. So going forward a little bit here, wanted to take a break from building. I did see another rock elemental pretty close to my trap. It's not a super high level. I think it's level 30. So, but I wanted to go ahead and lead it back and knock it out because it's always good to have more than one in case something happens to the one. I want a couple of 140, 150 ones. I'll get a couple more later. But I figured since this one was pretty close, I'd go ahead and put this in this episode and show you guys, and I could tame another one. I showed you how I tamed the first one. I'm using the same trap. I made some more cannonballs, so I'm ready to go. I made sure the trap was good and repaired and everything's set. So just going to lead him back to it, just like I did the other one. He can hit me a few times, that's fine. I should probably do this on my Fjordor server and show you guys there's those lava rock elementals in there in that Magnosaur cave, and I could go set this trap in there and tame a couple of those. They're pretty cool. I like those better. They look better. What do you guys see? The one that's on Primal Fear, man. That thing is cool. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You just have to watch my episodes, and eventually I'll tame one. Alright, we're just going to go right in the trap, lead it right in there, and it's going to get stuck like it always does. It can't get through there. And it's stupid. It don't know to move around. And it's going to try to hit me, but it can't because that trap is blocking it. And then we're just going to fire it off because I got bullets, cannonballs in me already. And you can see I did 450 damage, so I'm hitting it in the head. I'm good to go. I'm aimed correctly. I already had it aimed from before. Didn't have to mess with it. Go ahead. That's 4 shots. It's a low level. It shouldn't take too many. Whoops. Oops. That one I hit my trap, I think. There's 5, 6 shots, so that 5th one probably counted, but that one only took me 6 shots to knock this thing down. Like I said, not too high level. I'm going to throw some sulfur in it. I don't have any kibble yet still. Extraordinary kibble is what you want, the cyan one, but we're just going to throw some sulfur in it for now. We'll be good to go. And just get rid of this scorpion over here. This I saw, or was it a hyena? Let me see. I thought it was a scorpion. Oh, nope. A Jaboa. That's right. I forgot I saw this Jaboa over here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that thing. I'm going to take it back. I'm going to tame this. You can never have enough Jaboas. They're cute and they're awesome and they're very helpful. And you can breed a whole bunch of them. And that way when your favorite one dies, you can replace it with one that's not so great. Yes, I've recorded these ahead of time, so I'm kind of giving a little bit away. I lost something that's very important to me in this game. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and go in here. I'm going to grab some stuff for that rock elemental. And I'm going to grab a few things, and I'm going to tame that Jaboa as well. Let me turn this thing off. It shouldn't be on. There's nothing in it. I already cooked. I was cooking wood and stuff to make charcoal so I can make gunpowder and make those cannons. So I'm going to get a couple of sulfurs out of here. Might as well grab some stone while we're at it. I'm going to throw those in there. The rock elementals eat stone. Best thing to tame them with is extraordinary kibble, but like I said, I don't have that right now. All I have is sulfur. So we're going to use this sulfur and go ahead and tame this thing. Like I did last time. I think somebody made a comment on that. I can't believe you tamed it with sulfur. Well, early game, before you have anything, you got to use what you got. And that's all I got. All I have is sulfur from killing the wyverns. Let's knock this Jaboa out. Come on, dude. You want to be my friend? Let me punch you a few times so that we'll be friends. There you go. You want to be friends. All right, there you go. Eat that stuff. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go forward here a little bit. So I'm waiting for that rock elemental to tame, and I saw some Daedons, and I have the Easter event at this moment running on my server. So those are cool Easter colored Daedons. I'm just going to grab the highest level one out of those. That one right there. It's cool looking. And I can always use a Daedon when I'm in the boss fight. And we're going to have to do the boss fight on this map anyway, so I might as well grab them. I got to get the caves done. There's 3 artifacts on this map. I got to get those. Once I get those, then I can get my Rexes that I had on the island out of storage because I have them ready. And we're going to use those. I could tame Rexes on here. There's plenty of them on here, but I already did all that through the island, and I'm doing this as a step. You know, you do the island first, and you do Scorched Earth. So you're going to take stuff with you if you can, because you're allowed to. Why not? The only problem is once you leave Scorched Earth to Aberration, there's a lot of things you can't take to Aberration, so I might have to kind of limit what I bring over there. That's going to be a little more difficult. But then when we get back through Aberration and we get on Extinction, I can pull out all that stuff that I had from here in the island will still be available. So I'm using the harpoon launcher and net projectile, as you guys can see. We're going to knock this thing out with my shotgun tranquilizer darts. If I got any, I have none left. Okay, I got to make some trank darts. So I'm going to have to use my crossbow and some trank arrows here. It's not a super high level one, so it shouldn't take too long. Just going to knock them out. I'm taking my time between shots because you're supposed to wait like 4 or 5 seconds between shots, but that way that torpidity goes up each time you hit them with a trank. But I'm not taking too much time. It should be almost there. There, it's out. Okay, cool. Probably was out before I shot it the last time. Oops. So let's go grab some prime meat and stuff out of my wyvern, throw it in there, and we're going to tame that thing. It takes a lot of prime meat and a lot of... There's that scorpion. So prime meat and regular meat. You can eat a bunch. You could just tame it with regular meat. It goes just as quick, I think. Prime meat may make it go a little bit faster, but not much. If you're taming a Daeodon, just use meat. Don't be using like kibble and all that stuff. You could use kibble if you had the kibble for it, but it tames just as well with meat if you got a bunch of meat on you. Just getting rid of these hyenodons and these that scorpion that was over here. I don't want them going attacking that thing as it's knocked out, because they will do it. So just gonna land on my wyvern, grab some meat, throw that in there, and we'll be good to go. Got tons of prime meat. Killed lots of stuff. And I'm gonna grab some regular meat too. Alright, let's go ahead and throw this in there. And I'm not going to sit here and wait while it tames. I'm just going to go forward and show you guys what it looks like once it's tamed. Same with the rock elemental. It takes quite a while, as you guys saw in the last couple of videos ago when I tamed the other one. The Daeodon don't take too long. But here we go. I'm just going forward a little bit. Daeodon's tamed. Let's throw it out so we can take a look at it inside the house. And there it is. Pretty cool looking. Stupid onyx in my way. My chibi. Hate that chibi. Alright, there you go. There is a Daeodon. Take a picture of that. I might use that for the image. As you can see, I gathered some silica pearls. I'm going to pick that up. And our rock elemental is tamed. This is way later on, as you can see. Not a super high level, but tamed and good to go. So, guys, if you liked the episode, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, please make them. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time.